Watt. I'm my brother's Graham Watt there. We is the Renewable Watts Canada. We've done about 130 microfield projects over the last 2 years, all over Ontario, from Sarnia to Parry Sound and Picton and all over the place. I lead the install crew. My comments, I have two comments. One is sort of about my part of the business and what I do. I noticed in your presentation there's no, well, what got me thinking about it was the Toronto construction and how, you know, they become players because of their, and they have a voice and they have government influence. And I wonder if, knowing what I do, if solar will ever become or move towards a trade. Now I know it would have to encompass a lot from electrical, some from carpentry in terms of reinforcement of attics, you know, but I'm wondering if that's ever been considered by this group, pushing something like that, you know, that idea that this could be a trade, that someone could, you know, become proficient in this and become a tradesman, a journeyman, etc. And you know, there's electrical components. You know, some of the tractors have CPUs. All these things can be encompassed in it. And I'm just wondering if that's been given any thought.
Yeah, well, I'll mention briefly. My business is Ontario Solar Academy, so this is very dear to us, training and certification, and you know, there's things are happening. We're trying to bring a NAPSA Canada standard here, so we can talk about that. I don't think it's really that pertinent to what we're trying to accomplish between now and the next few weeks, but it is, I think, crucially important, and I would like to talk to you first.
Sure, that'd be great, yeah. My other point is just about the voice. I really appreciate what the gentleman over here said, what I'm wondering is, and if money is the key thing to getting us a loud enough voice to make political change, I don't know if the lawsuit is the way to go in terms of making a big noise, but recently having the banks come in as the TD for one in financing, don't they make a ton of money off of all of the people we install now? Couldn't someone from, you know, representing them be here and say, you know what, if this goes away, we're going to lose money, and we don't want it to go away. We don't want to lose our money. So, I mean, somebody like TD has a big enough voice to make political things happen. And if, you know, I mean, if the financing goes away, it happens then.
That's a great point, and it does make a lot of intuitive sense. The problem is that the big banks just don't get solar. They don't get renewable energy yet. We're listening to a gentleman who's brave, a very brave guy, who is in charge of loans at a TD branch, and they had sort of started looking at solar. And his was sort of the case where I said earlier that they're willing to loan for solar projects, but there's 5 conditions you have to meet that would basically render you not needing that loan to begin with. So that would extend to what you're saying as well. They simply just don't understand it as an industry yet. They don't understand the risks. They don't understand the users. They don't understand the cash flows. And so if they don't understand it from the basic way of just being a bank, loaning out money and getting a return, which is what they do, if they don't understand it on that level, they probably don't understand it on the level that you're saying as well.
Well, in my experience, I mean, and most of what I do is microfit. So these loans, you know, these aren't in the millions of dollars. They're not what you might call high risk. I know that they're often them unsecured, and I see the residences where they probably wouldn't be doing it had they not got that financing. And I've got to think that the more that happens, the more they're going to start to trust the industry and start to trust the return.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. In fact, that's true of almost everything here. If we have another couple of years of this, there's going to be so much more trust, so much reduced risk across the board.
And is it our responsibility to encourage them in that?
Yes.
As you know, in thinking that they are the ones with the money. And if they have a vested interest, then that's going to help protect.
We have to get them to understand that.
And I just want to add one point, because as long as you're talking about money and there's a lot of money, we have to be well aware that companies that have multiple 10 megawatt solar farms, that's big money. Just the construction alone of a 10 megawatt solar farm the construction firm is, we're talking about $5 million at least at stake. So